Show students the jar containing silver nitrate solution. Place the piece of copper wire into the jar. Tell the students that you will show them the jar again at the end of the lesson. VSVS team members will distribute the following materials: 1 dropper bottle 0.1 molar copper chloride, 1 dropper bottle 0.1 molar sodium phosphate, 1 strip aluminum, 1 paper clip, and 1 steel nail. Tell students to use wells 1, 2, and 3. Fill wells 1, 2, and 3 with copper 2 chloride halfway. Place one end of the aluminum strip into the solution in well 1 and let it sit there. Bend a paper clip so that it forms an L shape and place it into the solution in well 2. Put one end of the iron nail into the solution in well 3. Observe for 5 minutes. Record results. Tell students to use well 4. Squirt enough 0.1 molar copper 2 chloride solution so that the well is about 1/4 filled. Squirt the clear 0.1 molar sodium phosphate solution so that the well is now about half filled. Observe the reaction and record results. Demonstration. Take the 9-volt battery, wire leads, and a set of nickel electrodes from the demonstration bag. From the plastic container, take 1 jar of distilled water. Show the students how to hook up the set of nickel electrodes to each wire by attaching the alligator clip to the short end of the electrode. Place the electrodes connected to the 9-volt battery in the jar containing distilled water so that the electrodes are in the water. Walk around the class and ask students if they can see any bubbles forming around the end of the electrodes in the water. Tell students that distilled water does not conduct electricity, so the electricity generated from the battery could not travel through the water to decompose it. Give each pair the following materials: 1 set of nickel electrodes mounted in styrofoam, 1 Ziploc bag containing the following items: 1 9-volt battery with wire leads, 1 small container of sodium sulfate, 1 small plastic scoop, 1 toothpick, 1 hand magnifying glass, and 1 ounce jar of distilled water. Tell students to use the small plastic scoop to add the sodium sulfate to the jar of distilled water. Stir the water and the sodium sulfate with the toothpick. Place the electrodes into the jar. Record observations on the observation sheet. Show students the jar of silver nitrate from the beginning of the experiment.